any colors you want, and then you lay leaves on it. Or flowers, or shapes you cut out of foam, whatever you want. I like natural stuff, so I did leaves. And the more water you put with your colors, the lighter they're going to be. And you can see the ferns on this one. And they're very, you can do them. The more you press them down against the fabric while it's wet, the more contact it has with the fabric, the brighter your colors are going to, the brighter the shapes will turn out, like this one. And it is just so easy, and it's so much fun. You just start doing them, and you want to do the whole yard. I'm going to wake up one morning, the whole thing's defoliated from my pulling all the weaves. And you will just put it in and squeeze it out, and then stretch it onto the paper. And you'll need some more. Well, yep, or they can come up. And you make sure your hands are clean when you do this. Mine's already getting a little color on it. And you'll need your thumbtacks to tack it down. So you'll need to stir them up. And if it's too dark, add more water. And it's best to use at least 2 colors. You can make stripes. You can make little blobs going through. Any kind of thing you want to play with. This is time to play. And if you want to mix a color and make a light green, we can put yellow and green together and make it lighter. There's brushes that look like elementary school, and we've got water to rinse your brushes in. If you want to wear gloves, they're up here. So what you're going to do is get your fabric completely painted. After you paint it, you're going to come over here and find some foliage. All the foliage that you use in this has to be pressed down so it'll be flat. So you need to put it under the newspaper for a couple of hours at least. And arrange it face down on your paper. And this is when the gloves come in handy because your paint's going to be all over. And you've got to press this down really tight on it. Once you get all your stuff arranged, we're going to take them outside and put them in the sun. Let them dry. Take the stuff off, throw it away. Your fabric, all it has to do is be ironed at a cotton setting for about 5 minutes, and it won't come out ever. Times that you can get, this is Versatex.
Where'd you get it?
I got it in Knoxville last year, but not in-town quilters. What is the name of the one that's now just totally online? I'll think of it and tell you. But you can order it, and they just come, you get a whole set, or you can get individual colors, and they last a long time so far. And the more water you put, it'll run together and do crazy things, and it just kind of has a mind of its own, which is fine too.
What are the brushes that you're using? Are they special kind of brushes? Or?
No, these are little temper paint brushes. You can use the sponge brushes. You can use those that are really cheap at the hardware stores. It doesn't matter. You're just trying to get the paint on there. And if it gets too dry, your fabric, I always have a container of spray water to, put more paint on. And let me see, I've got to do one that's different.
The water that the cloth was in, was it just water?
Just water.
Tap water?
The main thing is to make sure you've washed your fabric. And this new kind of paint that they have out now does not leave the fabric stiff. Y'all can touch those over there, and it's just as soft as it can be, which is wonderful. And so once you have however you want your paint, dig down and there's stuff all in the newspapers, but I didn't want to use up all. And you just press them down, face down on it. And wherever they are, it's going to be less paint. Don't ask me how that happens, because I don't know. It's just magic. And I've got some Queen Anne's lace. I try not, when I use flowers with color in them, it did show that color. It dyed on there, so you might want to watch out for that. And you can just fill up the page, and if we run out, we can always get some that have not been pressed, but and you don't want them to dry out. You want them to still be movable, I found out in experimenting.
Can you overlap?
Yeah, now it won't show that it's an overlap. They'll just be, one will be more dominant, the one touching the fabric will be more dominant than the other one. Put one up here. And once you're happy with where they are and that they're all touching the fabric really tight, then we're ready to take them outside. And this is just the old kind of kosher salt, and just sprinkle a little on, and it'll wick it and make little designs too.
Sorry, what kind of salt is that?
This is kosher. I don't use any with iodine in it. You just need, and I get this because it comes in a big thing. And it'll start making these little starry-like things on it. All right. Yeah.
Out in the sun.
Let's make sure those are. Some of them don't want to lay down even.
Yeah, that's all
All right, we'll put it out in the sun.
Now I need a cherry.
Please, yes. Did you want any salt?
Everybody else.
I know.
Like usual.
Why didn't I put more color on? Nice how they all look so different.
You really have to leave.
Well, I certainly enjoyed those kids. Yeah, there's more leaves down in the newspaper.
Yeah, she's pressed them.
You can throw it away.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm big.
My nose is itching. I wonder what's happening. But you don't rub the red paint. Yeah.
Don't take long to dry.
No, they don't. And then rinse the salt off. But this one is done, really.
Oh, that's really pretty. That is pretty.
That is gorgeous.
I'm going to wait for a few more to come in. Oh, that's nice.
Look at how that works.
Isn't that neat?
Isn't that fun?
That is.
And you can see what the salt did, you know, how it changes it.
Fernie or whatever it is.
Oh, yeah, that's all artwork.
Yeah, and it works for a little while.
Are you taking pictures? Oh, that's pretty.
That's the good part of watching it appear.
Yeah.
This is not dry. Yeah, it still needs to get more. That's very
So you got a bit of a goldie.
I think that was salt. It really is.
It may have been just a little bit of water.
Yeah, I bet it is.
Isn't that pretty? Pretty. That decade.
See, look how the...
Okay, we're rolling.
Denise, can you help me? Oh, yeah. Linda, can you move in a little bit? Yeah, there. Oh.
Linda, do you want to proudly stand with your students?
I think y'all did a great job. And I was thinking when I come back in August, I can bring this stuff. And we can do, those of you since your experience can just work with and bring your own fabric, make sure it's washed, and you know what size cardboard we have to work with. And you can do that, and we can do the bleach. Okay.
So we bring light or dark
Bring
fabric?
dark for for the bleach and bring light for this.
For this.
Do you know when you're coming? It's already
What,
been
it's
set?
August. Well, I can look at my calendar. I know.
We're supposed to be going up to, so.
Well, you might have to cancel your trip.
Oh, that's a pretty one.
You know where I